Looney Tunes Ship Raider, starring Ralph Wolf, and Sam Sheepdog. Right. Wait, isn't Sam Sheepdog the guy on the fork? Who the hell is Ralph Wolf? Shouldn't that be Coyote? Wait. Oh, Ralph Wolf is different. I thought this was Wile E. Coyote. Ralph Wolf is a different character. I never realized that. He has a red nose instead of black, and usually white eyes instead of yellow. Not the case on this cover art. He's a different character. Holy crap! I just learned that. The UA game has a better title. Yeah, a lot of people refer to this game by the European name. In Europe, it was called Sheepdog and Wolf, which, yeah, it is a better name. And it is referenced in-game. I was testing the game just... Like, I didn't play it, I just left it running. And some of the loading screens had Sheepdog and Wolf in there. So yeah, this was called Sheepdog and Wolf in United Kingdom, Germany, and Australia. In Italia was called Ralph the Wolf Attacking. In Spanish it was called Dog and Wolf. And I have no idea what the French title translates to. Hello there, Kibitz. This looks perfect for Halloween. It looks surprisingly dark in a way, right? Let me get I can get the PC cover of the European release here very quickly, so you guys can take a look at what the European cover art would look like. It would be this. It's even more sinister. Sheepdog and Wolf. Like a lot of like those other games that we played on the PS1, these was also released for Windows. I just assume the PS1 version is gonna be more stable overall for us to play, since I have actual hardware. Even if I had like a good old Windows machine, I still wouldn't risk it, because Windows games can be very hit and miss, especially the 3D ones. Never played it, has great graphics. I was just looking at the loading screens, and it looks like a game where they got the colors of the cartoon right. So like it looks like the cartoons, which is what you want with a game like this. Look, having a game look like a cartoon, and people were crazily into toon shaders during the early 2000s. Toon shaders are not the way to go. You have to be very good with your color usage. And you can not use a toon shader and get a much better effect. But we'll see. This game is classified apparently as a 3D puzzle game, which is equal parts intriguing and terrifying, because makes me think of the Pinky and the Brain game. Now, because it's a puzzle game, and I assume it has like discrete levels, not like a Tetris kind of thing, I'm worried that because when it's a game like that, it usually goes impossible at the end and incredibly annoying. For me, a puzzle game, those linear ones, like you look like Crazy Castle or I don't know, any game that has a bunch of puzzle stages. Usually the game is really good for me on the first half, where okay, this is how you play, the first few levels is you learning, and then as you move on, you're like, oh, okay, I got into a groove, and this is fun, and this is interesting, there's a little bit of a challenge. And then when it gets to that point, hello there, Becca Rose, welcome, my friend. When it gets to that point, okay, you've mastered all the mechanics, and now I'm gonna make you work and sweat for it, that's when I usually drop the game. That's when it usually stops being fun for me. But we're beating all of these games, I can't drop it on stream, which is why I'm slightly worried about this. That one pretty cheated, welcome me, my friend. We're just talking about how your region had a much better title for this game. Instead of Sheep Raider, it was called Sheepdog and Wolf, which is fantastic. And I was just talking as well how I just now learned that this is not Wile E. Coyote. Then on the cartoons we send Sheepdog, it's a different character called Ralph Wolf, which is completely unrelated to Wile E. Coyote. You can tell by the nose color. And I was like, what? I just learned it. A very ominous cover. Someone said it was very appropriate for Halloween. Let's take a brief look at the back of the box. Looney Tunes Sheep Raider. Pull this over here. Starring Ralph Dog and Sam Sheep Wolf. How far would you go to get your prey? As far as the fridge. Any further than that, I'm having it delivered. That's my answer. It's the epic Looney Tunes battle between Ralph Wolf and Sam Sheepdog. Take on the role of Wolf. Wouldn't it be more fun if you played as Sam Sheepdog and it was kind of like a tower defense where you try to keep Ralph Wolf away? I don't know. Maybe they could have made the game have two sides and you have two campaigns. Yeah, it would be a lot of work. The game would be worse because they would have spread apart the work. They check in on a time clock and say good morning to each other. Holy fuck, you just unlocked a memory. You're right. The clock in and clock out. You're right. It brings a smile to my face. That shit was so funny. Where they're like, okay, I'm not hunting right now. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, getting ready for the work, for the job. And then they start working. Yeah, thank you, Sakura. Memory unlocked. And the clocking scene is very good. Hello there, games on VHS. Morning, Sam. Morning. That's so good. I forgot about it. I kind of still want to just like download every single Looney Tunes classic cartoon and just sit down for a weekend. Which I should have done before the retrospective, but when the fuck am I gonna have time to do that? Morning, Ralph. It's even funnier in writing for some reason. No, because it calls back to the memories. Anyway. And carry out devious sheep snatching missions. Use a variety of guaranteed Acme products to try to lure, carry, or even catapult sheep away until you make off with the whole flock. It seems very good on the lid. It could get very infuriating fast. Oh, we missed one sheep and now we have to redo the stage from scratch. Fuck. It could be so good. And I've heard good things about this game. I'm optimistic. Advance through 15 unique cartoon environments. Is that 15 stages or 15 tile sets? Use over 25 outrageous gadgets to help you sneak, swing, creep, fly, and jump. That's way more complicated than I expected from a puzzle game. Scheme your way through a classic Looney Tunes adventure. Special appearances by all-time Looney Tunes favorites Daffy Duck, trademark Porky Pig, Roadrunner, Marvin the Martian, and more. Alright, it supports the analog control but doesn't require it. One block of memory card, which is almost nothing. Beware of Sam Sheepdog. Yeah, he's punching Ralph. Now Ralph is carrying a sheep. If you press cross, you can put it down. You can see Ralph's status on the top right. Like on the first image, it's red. He's probably angry because he detected Ralph. And then it's green because it didn't. Cleverly stalk your prey. Oh, you have R1 to hide, so you have like stealth. Is this Metal Gear Wolf? Comic Mischief. No violence? Alright, we don't have any violence in this one. Special turns by Tess, please. No. Pass. Hard pass. Kind of a cool idea for a game. It is. That's what I said. It sounds very good on the tin, and the overall concept feels very solid. So, yeah. Now, this is 2001. A puzzle game in 2001 sounds very good. A 3D puzzle game in 2001 sounds tricky to pull off. How goes the game? We haven't started yet. We're just in time, Stractism. So yeah, let me get this show on the road. Let me move over here first. I want to deactivate and reactivate, and do let me know if the audio gets desynced. It hasn't happened anymore, right? It happened a lot when I was streaming Killer 7. It hasn't happened on these games. At least no one has complained. But I will see. I'm starting the game. Real hardware, everyone. Turning on the advanced analog controls on my controller, and I'm gonna start the timer. Infogrames got all of the Looney Tunes licenses for this era, while Conspiracy Entertainment got the Tiny Toon licenses. And because they all farm out to some other dev, it can be very hit or miss. Under license, Indicia, there's the Indicia. You can read Interactive Entertainment, which is always a plus. I wish these folks were still around. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know if it was the game or if it was the dev. I kind of figured out it might have been the dev when I... Black sheep. Yeah, okay, very good. By the way, I saw this, and I have to say, why does this game have Portuguese? It wasn't... I was looking at the releases. This game was released all over Europe and Australia and the United States. They didn't get a Brazilian release. It doesn't have a title in Portuguese. Why does it have Portuguese? It's the very first game on the entire retrospective that has Portuguese, made just for me. Yeah. Because Portugal... Yes, La Folie, thank you. You just realized. It's not only NTSC, it has a Brazilian flag. If this was the European release and they put Portuguese with the Brazilian flag, that would be just to piss people off. And like, look, Espanol, you have the pyramids in the back. Why are there pyramids for this? Then for English, you have a town and a lake. Then for Francois, you have like a fancy castle. Then for Brazil, of course, it's a fucking beach with palm trees and shit. Infogrames trolling. Ziggurats Aztec. Right. Because it is the NTSC release, so it's not referring to Spain, it's referring to Mexico. Thank you. They put the Spanish flag on Espanol for Mexico, but the Brazilian flag for Portuguese. This raises so many questions. And then this is obviously for like Canada, French Canada. The pyramids in South America. No, you got a point. We don't have those in Brazil. It's on the other parts. Right, so this is for the Americas, so maybe they did intend to release it on Mexico and Brazil, and it didn't come out. Right. Now, I'm kind of glad that we spent some time analyzing this. It does clear out some stuff. All right. Loads of pyramids in South America. Yeah, I've never seen one. Only in pictures. Alright. English. Checking memory card, yes. Does not have a save file. Oh no. It requires one free block and there are 8 available. I forget how small these cards can be. Create a save file, yes. Also, in one block they can put 4 profiles. I think it's what these are up here. Okay, new game. Yeah. Automatic save on. Okay, good art. I always love seeing the coyote / wolf hands holding a blueprint looking kind of thing. Back when blueprints were on blue paper, and that's why they were called blueprints. The colors! That's what makes it. It looks like the cartoons. Very good animations. All those sheep. That one is asleep. Oh, the clock. This is very good so far.
Hello, and welcome to the Sheepdog and Wolf Show, or as I like to call it, Who Wants to Be a Sheep Stealer? Listen, bub, all you gotta do is relax and play the game. I gotta use this gig to catapult me to superstardom. Now, the aim of our game is simple: to steal sheep. Go through a series of levels. At each of those levels, you will have to steal a sheep from Sam Sheepdog and put it in the goal. If you succeed, you may proceed to the next challenge, and so on, until you finally steal the entire flock. But, and this is a big but, the sheep must be intact at the end of each level. You'll be disqualified if any of these sheep are missing so much as a thread of wool. Have I made myself perfectly clear?
Cubism, Daffy Duck. It's a bit weird, yes.
Okay, don't panic. I, as a consummate professional, know how important it is to rehearse. This is your big chance, and you don't want to blow it. Besides, I'm the one who explained this game to you, and if you don't do well, how's that gonna make me look? Not so good, that's how. So go ahead, practice.
The whole cubism distorted look, it's a very, look, Sheepdog and Wolf. It's actually a very clever thing to do because you're gonna get texture warping and weird polygons on the PS1 anyway. So if you do that, you're kind of leaning, okay, it's supposed to look like that. So you're, instead of fighting against the hardware limitations, you're working with them to help build the look of the game. It looks top tier, yes. I think I might have gotten a little bit of desync here. So let me do this and see if that fixes it. Stylistic. Yeah, it is forced into them as a choice because of the limitations of the hardware. But like you can see like even the animations and the movements, they're very exaggerated and everything. Specifically because if they, okay, let's build the perfect model for Daffy Duck with very reasonable animations, and then you put it on the PS1 hardware and it gets slightly distorted and it just looks ugly. No, let's make it in a way that makes it intentional. Let's work knowing how it's going to turn out. I think that's a clever choice. Coyote and Sheepdog look good. That's not Coyote. As I just learned today, this is completely unrelated character. This is not Coyote. This is Ralph Wolf. The frame rate is hurting here, but this looks like a hub menu, so... Now this conversation, again, it's very important.
Listen, if you don't want to proceed, we'll just find a new contestant.
The feet
There's
animation.
You jump at the chance to work with me, I'll tell you.
Did you see that little feet? Look at Wolf's feet.
Listen, if you don't want to proceed,
I don't know why that's so good to me.
There's plenty
Sheepdog looks like Daffy Duck. Yeah, Sheepdog has lost a lot of weight. Good for him. I know it can't be easy. And I do like, yeah. Sheepdog and Wolf is the name of the show. Why did I rename it for the US release? Sheep Raider is a dumb name. I'm disliking it more as we go on. Okay, so okay, I do want to keep subtitles. I wonder if they got like the actual voice actors for the other languages. I might check Portuguese on my own time, because Tomb Raider was a mega success. Do you think it... Do you think they named it Sheep Raider because of Tomb Raider? To this day, I talked so much about Tomb Raider. The next year is Save and Raid is Tomb Raider, if I'm not mistaken. I still don't get it. I did eventually beat the first Tomb Raider. It isn't a good game. And I know, sure, tits, whatever. I can't imagine that a game is that successful and spawns such a long-running franchise just because of 4 triangles of tits. A lot of Raiders gaming this era. I know, it's still a lousy reason. So I've never raided a ship. Come on with the name, guy. We have British people in chat. Might even have Scottish people in chat. Don't go there. Very much a game of its time, very early 3D. I played it when it was new. I still think it was lousy. I played it at the time. I didn't make it very far because it was annoying. It's an annoying game. I'm gonna disable vibration. Screen centering looks centered to me. I cropped it on the overlay, so it's fine. Automatic save, yes. You can disable automatic saving. Interesting. It was gorgeous, very good animations. Jump around very hard to combine. Well, I don't know. It's one of those things there is like very... I know everyone is okay with Tomb Raider. Most people were very okay with it. And I know that I do realize that the tits were just a bit of it. I'm not completely knocking on that game. I know we can't survive just based on the character being what it was. Me personally, I don't see the point. I still want to play the rest of it. Yeah, I didn't have the 3DFX patch, I didn't have a 3DFX card. I played the DOS version with software rendering. Running circle and jumping square, what the fuck? Ah, that sounds bad. Didn't get super into it. Yeah. Yeah, I know that most people like it. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying that me personally don't get it. Okay, so this is... We have to bring 17 sheep in here. Oh, the audience! There is a... I think there is a she-devil. I think that might be she-devil. There is the witch, there is Granny, the bulldog. I don't think Taz is here, which is good.
Gracias, pussycats.
Yes, we do have Speedy Gonzalez on a little bench stool thing. We have Sylvester. You have Legon Forehorn, the Mafia guy. I like those Mafia characters. But no Taz. I think these people knew Taz was jacked. You like the 360 era games. Yeah, I think, because I will get back to Tomb Raider at some point, I think that it's going to get better as it progresses. I think the very first one maybe was... I'm willing to assume it was very rough. This is for saving? Infogrames grew to hate Taz. Yeah. I like Taz as a character. I don't like Taz in video games. Definitely not. Don't want to curse your game with Taz. Yeah, you put it on a single screenshot somewhere, it's all if the game is horrible. Bonus. Picture 1 point, character sketch, background sketch, storyboard, backgrounds and characters, behind the scenes, intro storyboard. To access hidden autumn level, hidden past present level. Okay, you have 0 points for the bonus stuff. I think this might be moving on because this is a training zone. Level 0 not completed, okay. Yeah, it said it was 15 stages, but it has 17 sheep. So I think training doesn't count, and maybe there's like a final boss, and they didn't include those. Look, it's Woodsman Daffy. I'm tripping. Guys, remember that was so good. I had to find that episode, download it, cut it, and make that into an alert. That will always bring a laugh out of me. Yeah, it looks so cartoonish. Very good use of LOD, level of detail. It looks so good, man. This is what a Looney Tunes game should look like. Look at that anime. The way his head moves when he's scratching. Because you know you don't have a lot of pixels to work with, especially at that distance. So the animation has to be very exaggerated. Like that tapping feet. Like, scratch your head for me, please. You can see from how small it is, you can still see the feet tapping on the ground. Come on, scratch your head. It's not gonna horizontal level. It's a classic Looney Tunes. He's not gonna scratch his head ever again. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, look. It's so exaggerated, it's amazing. This is a PS1 game, and you say that this and the Dreamcast one are the ones that look the best. Yeah, this is one part of that one. That one was just, you know, good use of the hardware. It's a shame the levels were so nothingness. Attention, extended use of this game can drive even the most serious people crazy. That's not a good thing to tell me when I'm just starting a puzzle game. First text box in the game. And it's literally telling me what I worry the most about. Okay. Okay, so L2 and R2 do turn the camera around. It's... Oh, they also let you turn around on the analog stick. But it doesn't use the analogness. It's the same as L2 and R2. There is like a hefty dead zone, and then it triggers. What about the left analog stick? Yeah, you can move slowly. This game is analog optional, so they just added bindings on the right analog stick for turnaround, which I do appreciate. I might use that more than L2 and R2. I'm already crazy from the last games. No, I'm not crazy, I'm Looney. Okay, L1 brings that. I don't know what that is. R2 goes... Classic sneaking, movement and sound. Cross, he shrugs. Man, look at the smoothness of this anim... Can I get the camera close? Smoothness of the animation. Come on. Even the shrug. I want... Why is the camera up now? Okay. Like, look at the shrug animation. I don't know what it is. These animations, they're so fluid. I wish Tiger Skydrone was here to tell us all about like the movements on the cheeks and everything, how everything is so good. We're all a little loony, yeah. We're all loony down here. Okay, jump. Yeah, jump is on square. And triangle is to look around. Okay. Might need some getting used to jump being where it is. Are you sure you want to play this game? No. No. It doesn't let me come out of here without answering yes. You need sleep for real. Alright, Sakura. Have a good sleep. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your rest. Oh, that's just it. If you say no, you have to redo the thing until you say yes. If you say yes, nothing happens. Move on. Punished. Man, those drawings on those polygons with this, like, very flat shading. It works so well. Like this is not necessarily technical prowess or like good programming or good use of the hardware. This is an artist's eye. This is just like, okay, here's what works, here's what doesn't work. This is people possibly with cartoon drawing back like experience. Like, it reminds me of like very early World of Warcraft, in the sense that, yeah, they had very lousy models and texture limitations, but then they make it look cartoony on purpose, and they just go hard on art, design, and style. Is this taking advantage of your limitations and just being a damn good artist? Yeah. Yeah, that's another way of saying, of putting it. It's just that you can avoid a lot of distortion if you have like very large polygons and just plaster resolution on it, and it's going to be low resolution, so have the details be where they matter. And like, even if you look at the ground, like a lot of these polygons are just green or shaded green, like in like with funk shading. Like you have like dark green here and light green here. There's no texture here, this is just coloring. But then they add some texture here, so it's not fully textured because this is more lightweight, and it makes up for better composition anyway. So this is, we're on the first screen. Already amazed. We warned you to start, cross the white line. Oh, they have a little... Wait. I thought I saw a transparency effect there. No, just his bits sticking out. Okay.
That didn't work too well. Follow me and I'll explain a few commands.
I'll explain. Man, they probably had to clean the microphone between recording sessions for the Daffy Duck actor.
First things first, how to use the camera. I'm right behind you. Just use the L2 and R2 buttons to move the camera.
It doesn't let me do anything else. But I can move with the analog stick. Doesn't let me move though. But I think it doesn't go on if I don't use specifically L2 and R2. Drum and bass music too. Yeah. And it kind of works on this game. Okay, have to look at him.
Now I'll hide up here. If you want to find me, keep the inside view button pressed down.
It's not inverted. I mean, it is inverted.
Nice going, bub.
Which
These
means
commands will
up
come
looks
in
up.
handy if you want to look around.
Very good voice acting.
If you want to follow me, and who wouldn't, use the jump button and just do what I'm doing.
I have a very good sense of depth in
If
here.
you want to jump higher, press the button a second time when you are at the highest point of your jump.
We have double jumping.
Works like a charm.
This entire shading thing and good man, the birds and the butterflies just let's add some color and polish to the game for free. There you go. All this shading and good art design makes it for a much better sense of depth overall. Remember those games where we were playing where they had like these transparent nothingness platforms connected to nothing on those Mars stages, and then you have to jump around and you have no idea where you're landing? That's gonna be much less of a problem here. Hello there, Music Theory. Okay, you can double jump at any time, it doesn't have to be at the high point. And double jumping, I'm 99% certain that it came out as a thing to help people deal with the bullshit perspective in early 3D games. Oh, I'm missing up a jump. With a double jump I get more safety, better air control, just to compensate for the bullshitness of the 3D navigation. Duck Dodgers game, that and Lost in Time had that as well. But yeah, Duck Dodgers I think was the worst, right? It had those segments with the weird spinning tunnels with holes. Yeah, both games had it, Mystic Theory. Lost in Time had an entire Mars world. But those spinning segments with the holes and the Martians rushing after you and you having to grab the collectibles in the air. Ah.
Might I also suggest you use the jump button to take a flying leap?
Lost in Time had an entire Mars level, yeah. An entire Mars world with several stages. It was a bit annoying, but the Duck Dodgers one was worse. Also, Lost in Time had that weird factory stage that was also like empty nothingness with conveyor belts. Which is already annoying on a regular 2D platformer. What? Okay. And by doing this, they can delete all of that part of the stage. Optimization, friends. That's one of the ways to do it.
You want to know how to win? When you cross the starting line, you'll get a limited amount of time to finish the race. To do this, press steadily on the run button to increase your speed. If you run fast enough, you'll be able to stay suspended in midair for a short period of time. This will come in handy to get over precipices.
What?
Fancy word for cliffs.
They did a thing where you run over... Depending on how that mechanic works, it can be one of the most amazing things we have seen in the retrospective. You know that thing where they're running over and they just keep running after the cliff ends? I think they turned into a mechanic here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah! Oh, fucking awesome, man! You can run over the thing if you're running. If you're not running, you fall. Oh, look. I had to go in there. You guys know I had to. I couldn't. This is so good.
Do it, you'll probably be able to challenge Roadrunner later in the game, if you're up for it.
Game is 11 out of 10. It is! So far, it is. Man, I saw the Roadrunner going to the thing and I knew exactly what was up. And it looked perfect, like... You hit the thing. I mean, They tested, I think they tested that with a Tesla car, and they did the same as Coyote. It went through into the wall because they decided to ship out on the cameras.
To help you steal sheep from Sam Sheepdog, you will be given several objects. But wait, there's more. You also gotta know how to use objects in the background. To open the gate, the red button has to be pressed. Just jump on the first seesaw, and the big rock will throw you to the other side. Then, jump on the second seesaw to launch the little rock towards the button so that the gate remains open.
Those arrows!
Me too. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Those arrows, those are very Looney Tunes. With the schematics and blueprints and everything. I wish we had more of that in modern games. Like, yeah, here. In-world, not interface arrows like that. I think I had to... Okay. I had to jump and I didn't jump. The camera is very dynamic. It seems to be going where I would like. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm gonna move this way and it's keeping steady. So there is a lot of work with the camera so you don't have to fight it as much. Which I appreciate. I wished a lot of those earlier games did that, but you know, that was growing pains of the 3D era.
Listen, if you want to get sheep and make a plan, you have to use your inventory. First, press the select button, which will show you the level's map and the objects available to you. To get an object, you have to order it by opening a letterbox. If you want to know in which letterbox you have to order a specific object, select it in your inventory, and a red circle will appear around the letterbox, which means it's yours. The objects drawn in white are the ones you can find in the level. The colored objects are those you already collected and can use. And if that's not enough, you can also look at the object's user guide for instructions on how to use it. So come on, try out your inventory and order an object from a letterbox. Today, batteries not included.
That sounds out of control. This game is Wolf and Sam Sheepdog, yes. It says on the cover art, it's starring Rolf Wolf and Sam Sheepdog, and in Europe it was called Sheepdog and Wolf, which is the name of the show in-game. Holy... So the cross is where I'm at. Help. Exit. Rocket. The rocket is a very useful item that helps you to fly. The cross button helps you take off or to eject. Use the circle button to accelerate. Blue gauge shows how much fuel is left. The red gauge indicates how many times you touched the scenery. Watch out and don't touch too often or you might explode. Yeah, there is a mailbox for you to order that literally says mail. So cartoonish, so good. We can order it from directly from Acme. Is it gonna deliver a brown box right on top of us or something? Alright, we order the rocket. And now we have the rocket. We can use it or you can combine it. You can combine items? For some reason, the idea of capturing sheep makes you think of Tecmo's Deception. Doesn't ring a bell? There was this Xbox 360 era... I don't know this game. Never seen this game. I don't see any sheep in it. There was this Xbox 360 era where you play as an UFO abducting cows or sheep. Don't remember the name right now. I think I saw someone play it. Had you set traps in a castle while serving the devil. While serving the devil, is that an adult game? Is that kind of serving, or am I just too unsavory for my own good? Okay, here the controls are proper inverted. And this is easier to control than it looks. Because I can slow down. And these animations... Can I deactivate? I can. Do I still have it? No. Naughty mind. No, you serve the devil by trapping folks. Oh, and those trapped folks serve the devil. Okay.
Hey, good for you! Don't forget that to finish each level, you must be in the goal with the sheep. In fact, you have to both be in the goal, or the challenge doesn't count. And that would be despicable.
Sir, it sounds like I want to serve the devil. Not me personally, no. Sheepdog and Wolf and didn't have an SDW on the top left. Do we get a... Does it get auto-saved? Yeah, there's 1 out of 17. So the back of the box says 15 stages. They're very reasonably not including the tutorial level. Or what, like the final boss, whatever. At least one more sheep that's not included in that.
victory!
I always find it interesting that games in this era, because they're pulling usually audio from the CD, they can't do voice over alongside the music. The music has to stop for voices to play. Okay, I don't need to go into the training zone again. And the idea of setting all of this concept up as a TV show is even more interesting, because it opens up more than they can do. They don't have to make a campaign where, okay, Coyote is winning at because if you make a game where you play as Sylvester and your goal is to catch Tweety, and Sylvester does catch Tweety, then he has to eat Tweety, which would be a problem probably for the right holders or whatever. So, you know, even on the game Tobal, I think at the end you capture Tweety, but you still get jacked and Tweety escapes. Just because of how the character is supposed to play. Now, because it's a TV show, it's okay for us to grab all the sheep, because we're not gonna eat them. It's part of the game. It's a game. You don't actually do what the wolf would do with the sheep if he actually succeeded. So maybe that's part of like what they realized during brainstorming. How can we make the goal be to grab the sheep and have him succeed and still be okay with it? It does show Ralph Wolf with the fork and knife on the cover. It's just for dramatic effect for the show. At the end, at the very end, they're probably gonna clock out, or he's gonna get a prize, and the sheep are gonna go back to their idyllic lives. Because of course they're raised just to be happy. The owner of the sheep, which is never portrayed, he does not ever intend to kill any of them. Ever. He doesn't even take their wool. And like, I'm not one to be like, oh, you know, animal cruelty and everything. I'm not too focused on that stuff, usually. But whenever someone says, yeah, but you see, those sheep, they get so much wool in them that they can't see, they can't function. You have to shave them just so they can live properly. So they're doing a favor by shaving the sheep. And I'm like, you do realize that they have been crossbred into being aberrations that require shaving just so they can function. Like, raising those is as cruel as having those dogs that have no nose, so they have breathing problems. Which, you know, like I said, I'm not too big into the whole let's stop being human shitheads. But you're not doing the sheep a favor. Alright, level 1, level not completed. If we move on, you have to do them in order. Which is perfectly fine with me. It does make it a bit redundant that you have a hub to explore, unless you have a reason to go back to a stage, but still it could be just a menu. And that's the thing, I don't know where you guys are on that. Some games you have like, oh, you travel around and you can like find objectives and semi-open world or whatever. In so many of those games, you could replace all of that navigation with a menu and you wouldn't lose anything and the game would go by faster. What do you guys think of that? Because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills sometimes that I'm like, just have it on a menu, why do I have to walk there? What's the point? But I assume that's good world building or more immersive or something. I do realize it's more content. I do realize it's more polished than a menu, but sometimes I wish just let me use a menu instead. I don't want to go there. Watching a video about how in Daggerfall has no reason to manually travel to a place, so it is all about fast travel. It's not quite the same as fast travel though. In a game like that, I mean, Daggerfall specifically. It's different. There's no reason to not fast travel. But if you look at a game like Skyrim, there are things to do on the way there. Like, you could argue that half the game is the travel. That's different. But at Morrowind, there's nothing in between travels that I remember, at least. But there's just some games where, I don't know, for example, No More Heroes by this Suda51 guy. It does have a world that you travel around to get to the other objectives. It could have been just a menu. You don't lose anything by it being a menu. Radiant events if you manually travel places. Yeah, the Radiant events as well. Which do break a little bit sometimes. They have a bunch of mods for Fallout 4 to make sure that Radiant events only take places in areas that you have been to, that you have access to. Otherwise you can get events that take you to places you shouldn't be on yet. From what I've heard, I still want to play that game. I'm probably gonna love it. I'm probably gonna lose so much time with Fallout 4. Saving myself for that. Anyway, games. Yes, video games. We're talking about those. First proper level. Let's see how difficult it might get. I wonder if you get like checkpoints. Or if you have to restart every time you mess up. Because the stages feel like they could be very long. There is a map. If you mess up and have to restart, that could be the one fatal flaw of the game. If you either get like a different song. If you either get like good checkpoints, or if dying just doesn't harm your progress too much, you just have to redo that one thing, then the game is gonna be top notch. Probably best game in the retrospective. Could even beat Time Busters. But if you have to do a bunch of difficult work and sneaking around, and then at some point you get caught by the dog and you have to restart the level from scratch, that's where the game breaks down. For me, at least.
I'm back. Listen, if you don't want to be seen by Sam Sheepdog,
You can see the spit.
First, when you see this icon appear, it means that you are close to Sam's area. The icon helps you see where Sam is looking. If it's in front of you, it means that Sam is looking in your direction. When the icon is green, it means that you are close to Sam's area, but the good news is, he can't see or hear you. When the icon is orange, it means that you're in Sam's area, so be quiet and everything will be okay. When the icon is red, it means you're in big trouble, pal, 'cause Sam saw you and you'd better get out. Your best bet is to press the stealth button. If you don't, Sam will hear you when you enter his area.
That's a good thing. That is a stealth game that only has one guy that you have to worry about. Because one of the things that annoys me about stealth games is you having to keep track of multiple enemies. And then you're like trying to dodge one guy and then, oh, there was another one you didn't see and now you have to reset. Interesting. Wrong button to jump. I said I had to get used to square to jump. Watch out, dangerous bridge, one person at a time. Oh, it did a thing where you dropped off the platform, but it still let me jump. Like it had some leeway, which is good for a 3D platforming game. Some games do it in less obvious ways. I can't turn the camera. Okay. Time clock activated and you win a bonus point. Oh. That's how you get the points for the extras. Right, and these are obviously hidden. Alright. I wonder if the game will tell me that how many I got in each one. Okay, so we have lettuce and dynamite. Doesn't tell me where to get the lettuce. The dynamite is there, and I think I need the dynamite. So there's a sheep. There's something there. There's a question mark. I think I need the dynamite to blow up the rock so I can get to the goal. Then you cross the bridge. There's a question mark there. And then the dog is over there. The button for jumping. Okay, yeah, death warp. So we do reset at the beginning of the stage, but I don't think it does anything. I want to test that actually. I'm surprised how well this kind of music works for this. I'm enjoying it. Where am I? Oh, I'm already over there. What was that question mark though? Is the question mark pointing to the secret? No. I don't think that map is... Yeah, the red X is not moving. Oh, the question mark is pointing like here. And I don't think I can go that way. I don't think I can get up there. What is this? Oh! Okay. Let's take the dynamite and let's read this. If you have used your dynamite, you can come get another one here. Okay. I did expect that to be the case. Which means like you can just keep trying if... Hang on. I have to hold and turn around, okay. Little numbers, I wanted to look at the numbers there. Now, I want to test something. If I die... I wanted to test that too, it actually does the thing, amazing. Everything about this is 11 out of 10. Yeah, sheeps. Right, I wanted to test if progress was saved. It was. This is still open even if you die. So for now, the game is... Man, look how good that waterfall looks. It gets brighter near the bottom. It is slightly translucent. Such quality. Oh, so the question marks are like characters, and that one was Daffy, and this is this farmer? Porky Pig?
Hi, I'm a farmer Porky. I hear you're trying to steal Sham's flock. Good luck. I grow all kinds of vegetables, and I know Sam's sheep well. For instance, I know you can lead a sheep if you show it some lettuce. If you do this, you won't have to carry them. Come back with your sheep. and I'll show you how to use leafy vegetables.
I always like how Porky started as a truckload and then just goes for a different word instead to make it... Okay, yeah, I give up. The little butterflies. You can see whether he's looking in your direction or not. I haven't seen that in modern games. That's so good. Can I do it if I'm really far away? Orange. If I stop... Red. Red. I try to run. Okay. Oh, it drops you here even. Outstandingly. I pressed the wrong button. I tried to sneak and I ran instead. I think it's infinite lives and it even kind of checkpoints you, so... Okay, he's looking that direction. Does that mean that I can grab a sheep from behind him? I mean his area, as long as I don't make a noise. Okay, I'm still holding the sneak. Sheep is cooperating and being quiet. I'm outside of his area. And I can... Okay. Reasonable. Let's see how can we use the leafy vegetables.
You managed to take a sheep from the flock. Well done. Now, I'll show you how to use the lettuce intelligently. It's the Sam's sheep. You love it. All you have to do is leave some next to its sheep. It'll go toward it all on its own to eat it. But be careful not to place your lettuce too far away, or it won't be able to see it. To know whether you're close enough before putting the lettuce down, check whether this icon is displayed. You can also place bits of lettuce all along the path. The sheep will move from a bit to a bit, but don't place them too far apart. Otherwise, the sheep may stop on the way. So, don't forget to check for this icon before placing any lettuce.
They thought of everything.
It's close enough. Does any of that make sense? Are you following me? Do you get it? Because I don't.
I thought, okay, but when you're putting the bits, then you don't have the sheep icon anymore. But then they put a lettuce icon to let you know that you're in range. That little example with the blueprint and everything, that's so good. Okay, if I select it... but you'd have to grab... Can I take all of them? Yeah, it has a number, okay. So you have like 5. So if I put here one and another one here. Not that I need to do that. You do need it because the bridge is one at a time. Got it. Right, let me get all the lettuce. That's why you need it. The bridge is one at a time. It's very weak. I wonder if the sheep would get put all the way back or what would happen. So bring the sheep all the way here. And then but I have to do this before it gets on the bridge. No, it just can't be carrying it. It's fine. Oh, 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 oh! Look at the animation. Well, the translucent waterfall lets you see the bonus thing behind it, so it gives you a hint. Go here for a secret. And the checkpoint brings the ship with us. Everything about this is civilized. Okay, let me give myself some distance here. I have plenty of lettuce for this. Oh, this wasn't close enough. That wasn't close enough. But I don't have another one. Okay, let me... Oh, because I was on this side, it dropped me here. Okay, but the ship is still there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build the thing first and then bring the ship close. Right, that makes sense, right? So I can calmly position everything properly. On the max distance. Alright, and now I can grab this shithead. Put it here, in range of that one, and then we just go. And I can even jump for extra safety. Alright. This is fun. That waterfall looks so good. It does, doesn't it? It looks fantastic. I was talking about that. It's so bright. That's the thing, man. Like, games took a while to go back to looking bright. It looks so much better than just the dark, gritty stuff. I like dark and gritty, but especially Looney Tunes game, it has to be bright and colorful. Holy crap. It's like people don't want to work on these cartoony games and then they try to bring their other preferences into the project and it doesn't make any sense. But making things look like that bright used to be difficult for some reason in 3D era up until early 2010 or something. Where a lot of games just look too dark for some reason. Vanilla World of Warcraft is so colorful. I did mention World of Warcraft actually. It's a good example of art direction that this kind of reminds me of. Like, focus on good art direction and colorful things and slightly warped shapes. So you can rely on...
Fantastic! Oops. Our contestant needs quiet. Quiet!
I mean, because then, like, instead of working against the limitations, because they had low polygon counts to work back in the day, they focus on art direction and they just yeah, it's gonna be cartoonish, it's fine. Trying to make it look realistic or fancy, it's just gonna hurt the way it looks. Like, you don't even need to make it try to make it look realistic. If you try to keep everything very proportionate, and like, oh, the humans and the elves in this game, they all look like they could exist in real life. Yeah, but it's a early 3D game, so it looks jacked. Oh, there are still eyes there, then it works. Which is what this game is doing. It's easier because they're cartoon characters, but a lot of these games that we have seen, they don't do that. Like, the characters are very stiff or something. This is fine. Level 2, level not completed. Ah yes, I wanted to see if it mentioned about level fully completed. Oh, so there is a difference between completed and fully completed if you get the bonus point. I imagine there is only one bonus point per level. Can I... There is no... Yeah, that's one thing. They could have the map that you could open in this scene so you could check the progress on the stages. I don't have a drink anymore. I'll grab some water real quick. Not even gonna change screens, just a bit of water. Alright, very good game. Very reasonable, civilized. Of course, I did say at the start that this could get very jacked near the end. And they decide to like, yeah, just make it harder. Because at this point you can jack up the game. But for now it doesn't seem like that, and if you can die and fail at will and it barely makes you go back or lose any progress, that's kind of alright. That gives them space to make it harder later. And the first stage was very easy. It was still teaching, but it was fine. But that's one of the Acme things you can do. Pull a ship by using a ship bait with a fan to blow it. Is that in the game? It has to be. Oh, different music. Man, that water looks so good for PlayStation. Those sunbeams. How does this game look so good? I mean, look at these shadows, man. I know they're baked, but yeah, they don't affect Coyote, but it's fine. That animation of him pushing. Oh, the fan that we were just talking about.
Wanna learn something new? Well, here's something. If you want to cross Sam's area without being noticed, hide inside a bush. It's easy. This way you can cross Sam's area, and if he sees you, he won't see you at all. He'll see a bush. It's pure genius. Tell you what, I can teach you how to use the bush, and you can practice. Oh, and if you get hungry, don't eat the bush.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, those animations.
Listen up. I'll stand watch while you use this bush to try and cross the line without me seeing you. Good luck, bub.
And I really like the fact that they added all of those extra animations for Daffy just for the timer. They added those extra animations for Daffy just for the tutorial.
Okay, start when you want.
We didn't have to do all that, so like it's almost like double animations. You could maybe have a mode where you play as Daffy. Oh, the ears. If I press this, I go out. And if I press... You can't hide fully inside, okay.
Oh, brother. brother, you're about as quiet as firecrackers in a hospital zone. To walk quietly, use the stealth button. Now go back behind the line if you want to try again.
Right, but what's the point of the bush then?
Peekaboo, I see you. If you want to stay hidden, keep the stealth button pressed. Go back behind the line if
I
you
was
want to start
pressing it.
again. Oh, brother, are you lucky to have me around? Hoo-hoo.
Okay, so I'm pressing it, and I'm walking, and the button is pressed.
Okay, start when you want.
I'm trying. Did I didn't let go.
Peekaboo, I see you. If you want to stay hidden, keep the stealth button pressed. Go back behind the line if you want to start again.
I'm feeling
Oh, brother, are you lucky to have me?
I'm feeling, but it's kind of on purpose. I want to test it out on the tutorial. Guess I don't know exactly what the bush does.
Great! You're finally ready for Sam's area.
Because
If you have any more questions, you can come back to me. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer them, but you'll have the pleasure of my company.
I think the only difference with the bush is that if they look straight at you in the area, in the orange, if you're not in the bush, then it turns red. But you can't be moving either way. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm in the green. Okay, orange. Oh, I get it. We got the fan, and now we need to get the bait and then combine the items, probably. And the head turns more because of where we are in relation to Sam. Danger, no swimming, piranha infested water. I'm not gonna go for 100% in this game, so I'm not gonna bother with the bonuses. It's not a collectathon, I don't feel like it. Sheep are not very smart, but they're curious. If you put a sheep close to a button, you won't be able to resist pushing on it. Okay, so I need to bring a sheep here. But he's looking all around. I keep trying to jump with the wrong button. Okay. Evil piranha. Yeah, but this is very reasonable. I always say, like, did I fail? Just let me keep trying. Which is what this game does. That thing is too high up for me. So, I don't know. Camera. Thank you. So I would need to bring a ship to push on the button. There is no... Oh, there's another thing here. I was gonna say I don't have a bush anymore. Right, that's the thing I probably combine with we just love the big rock, you jump on the other side of the seesaw from this height to put it back in place. Okay, I have to push it after the ship is in position, probably. I fell. So that band you sent me have some podcast episodes, of course they do. Norman Payne's speaking voice completely different from what you expect. I'm expecting a soft-spoken guy with a slightly high-pitched voice that makes you scratch your head at first. That's the bonus. Very mild accent. Yeah, he strikes me like that kind of guy. Okay, so I got the bonus point. I wasn't going for it, but I got it anyway. Not going to 100% this game. Man has his limits. Okay, so we have Lady Sheep. Perfume for female sheep that no male sheep can resist. Okay, I'm going to combine with the fan. I can't? Okay, what if... I pick this and I put it here? And then I do what the thing suggested, which is... this. Does it reach? I think that one sheep is sleeping. Okay, it's working now. Put it away. Take this back. Carry the ship. Oh, and oh. Okay, and I have to bring another. Probably. So put this down. Grab this. Not where I am, okay. There is another in range, yes. I'm so glad that we don't have to grab all of them, it's just one per stage. It's something that was... It's very tricky to position here, I don't know where we're going for, but I know I can get... Where? Okay, here? Here, stay. Oh. Keep losing. They start jumping, but they stop. Okay, come. Okay, getting a bit closer. Hopefully it's safe here. You, come. You're not coming. What about you? It's red. Why? Is it literally telling me it's out of range? Can I get any closer? No. Okay, but I don't lose the sheep I got, right? No. It was reaching, but... I'm a bit confused. Because I don't know what else to do here. I know I have the lettuce, but I'm not in range. Oh. The fact that you can activate and still run away is kind of good. I can't go much farther than that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I need another ship. One to put on the platform, the other to put on the button so we can grab the ship up there. I don't understand. It triggers a little bit and then it stops. Huh. I wanted to see if I could get onto the other side and grab a bush. Can I put it down on this corner and maybe pull something closer? Or is the fence going to be in the way? That sheep is asleep right now. Trying to position it perfectly. What is going on? It still caught up to me. No. I keep using the wrong buttons for everything. Too noisy? Too noisy. I thought maybe... Well, it gave me the thing back. Let me see if I can like go all the way back. He can still see me. Okay. And another question, can I bring a ship into this? Maybe you can, and that's what you were supposed to do at first. Grab your first ship into this and then use the perfume to get another one. Can I grab a ship? No. I can't pull a ship into the bush. I don't know how to... Maybe I can put it up here? That's very close. Okay, none of this is working. If I take this ship, if you have a ship you can't... Oh, you can't jump. Can I jump high enough? No. If I put it here, I can ride up here, but that doesn't help me in any way. Use that to bring the ship up here, the other one. And then you put a ship here, and then you push the rock. No, I'm pretty certain there's no way the lattice works from this distance. No, it doesn't. No, I always mess up the stealth and run buttons. I expect stealth to be circle. Oh, the lattice is all gone. I do have it in my inventory. I don't know what to do though. No longer. Okay, I put that as far ahead as I could. Okay, let me get myself as far ahead as I can. Around... Oh, no, here. Is this the second stage? I'm already stuck. I need another sheep. How do I get it? Well, all of the sheep are in front of him, so I can't grab one. I can try, I guess, but... Hello there, Zofia. Greetings to you, my friend. It's almost looking at me. And if I stop to put down an item... That's not in range of the... Is that in range of the sheep? No, not in range of any of them. That has to be in range! What the fuck? He saw me. And the ship still didn't move. Oh, you almost afraid. Welcoming. Yeah, meh. Meh. If I couldn't go in, drop the lettuce and come back before being seen by him. I can't go in, grab the sheep and come out. Yeah, so fair. Mr. M enjoys your attention. Still. Can I? Wrong button. Oh shit, where am I? I don't think I was supposed to. This is within his area. Man, this is so dumb. As long as he isn't like the G-Man. Okay, I don't think this is the intended way of doing this. This might actually work. Okay, that chip is asleep. I'm sure it's gonna wake up in time. Ma'am, sir, I need you to wake up. Not even pushing the thing properly. Still trying to figure out what's going on. I have to take a sheep without Sam seeing me. It's a very good game, but I'm stumped on the second stage. I don't know, I feel like the range on this thing is actually pretty long. There might be another reason why the sheep are not coming. Like, can I use it on this one? Just to see maybe something else is broken. It is working. Okay, why doesn't it work here? Yeah, this is the closest I can put it down. Okay. Oh, please work. Zofair, I know you just got here, but we've been having this conversation for a while. This is not Coyote. This is Ralph Wolf, completely unrelated character. You can tell by the color of the nose. I'll mix those characters. Like, they start... you see the blue icon there when it triggers the sheep, but then the sheep untriggers. And I'm pretty sure it reaches, like, you can see it going way past that stupid sheep. So I don't get it. Is that sheep female and I need another one? It triggers and then untriggers. I don't know. I didn't move. Like, I'm not moving. I'm not touching anything. Look, it triggered. No, it didn't. Coyote never was at odds with the sheepdog. Yes. That's my understanding. I can't pull the sheep into a bush. There's no way I can walk behind him with a sheep. I'll try that. That's like the last thing I can kind of try. If I can grab a sheep quick enough. Yeah, this is as far as I can go without being seen. I didn't even grab the sheep and I still couldn't get back behind him fast enough. Ralph talked. Yeah, that too. And Ralph usually has white eyes. While the Coyote has yellow eyes. But not in this game. I mean, the sheep is not gonna climb there. Well, there is one thing I can do. Okay. Maybe you don't need 2 sheep. Maybe I'm being dumb. I figured out there's a different way to do this. But the game doesn't make it obvious at all that you can only carry 1 sheep, you can only lure 1 sheep. Right, so the solution is probably this instead. Like put 1, it doesn't go on the thing, but I can put it here and maybe 1 here. And then I can take the sheep off the button. I actually caught a Frigidaire before you sent it, tried to take it, say Cunning, and it said Cunningham. Well, that's not too horrible. The word cunning is still there. It only has some extra ham to go with it. Okay, and maybe all you need is to do this, and then he leaves on his own. Yeah, he goes for the lettuce. Now go for the other one. Thank you. Alright, so that's the solution. I was overcomplicating it. Me overcomplicating? No. I never do that. Okay. You stay there. There, and the game explicitly says you need to be in the circle with the ship. There we go. Cunning linguist. Come on. Ham that is cunning. Reminds you of the sheep who gets launched by catapult in Hexen 2. There's gonna be catapults launching sheep in this game, I assure you. You guys remember the cow being launched in the first stage of Earthworm Jim? Everyone remembers that. Classic Gen X obsession with farm animals. You guys remember that cartoon? Hang on.
You're unstoppable!
You guys remember that cartoon where the main characters were like a cow and a chicken? It was kind of weirdly disgusting at times. And then one of the main antagonists was like this devil with a big red ass. He had an amazing name in my language. I think its name in my language was better than the original. Cow and chicken. Yeah, probably that name. Yeah, a vaca e o frango. Mr. Butts. No, his name in my language is way better, but it cannot be translated. He was called Boom de Fora, which is an incredible fancy wordplay, because if you say it quick enough, it sounds like your ass is hanging out. And it's just so good. It's way better than Mr. Butts. It was very gross. Yeah, I have that memory. I was young. I just recall it being slightly gross. Yes, I Am Weasel. They changed his name because I Am a Weasel doesn't work in my language, because we don't use we don't use weasel as meaning someone who is clever. So they changed his name and it kind of worked out in the end. Yeah, the baboon also. Interesting. I Am Weasel and IR baboon. Yeah, those particular jokes are kind of lost in my language. Yeah, Boom de Fora works fantastic for that character in my language. They translated I Am Weasel's name, like he's called Massimo. So he says, I am Massimo, which is like the best or something. It works with the intonation, kind of, but it's not as good as I Am Weasel. Being a young boy was hilarious. Yeah, no, I was there, I get it. Okay, does level 2 count as fully completed? Fully completed, yes. I think every stage has one secret. I'm not 100% in this game. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not going for it. It doesn't seem too hard to 100% to have like one secret and one chip, that's it. But I'm sure some of the secrets are gonna get impossible later. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop, the game is too good for now. And hopefully we can go the entire game without Tess. We saw the she-devil, that's not Tess, that's not enough.
Okay, time to learn something new. Bushes aren't the only thing that can help you hide. You can use rocks, too. Look at the size of those rocks. Hey, if I were you, I'd hide behind them. Come close on one side of this rock and press the stealth button to camouflage yourself. Tell you what, you can practice with me.
Do you want to be trained by me? That sounds way too kinky. Those ellipses right there, do you want to be trained? Yeah. Too lewd. On the episode that made you make sure your parents were in the room was the one with the carpet monitors. I don't remember that.
Listen, I'll watch over the rocks while you hide yourself behind this one. After you cross the white line, I'll watch carefully to see if you can reach this square without me noticing you. It's up to you now.
It also was kind of gross. One of the reasons it felt gross was because the cow and the chicken are like siblings.
Okay, start when you want.
There was slang. I know. I'm not that innocent. We don't have an equivalent in my language, but also the mental image that that expression invokes is... For those who don't, yeah. Even before...
Great! You're ready to take on the sheepdog. If you want some more advice, just come back to me.
Even before Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera had two stupid dogs. Cows and chicken are sibling with human parents. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. I remember that a little bit. That cartoon had no reason to exist. I'm not complaining. It was fine. I'm glad it did. I just saying that, like, who thought that should happen? I mean, then again, Beavis and Butthead shouldn't exist either. I don't have a problem with that one either. I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff that exists and becomes known and people remember it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of glorious in its own way. The camera is changing midway through my movement there. That's throwing me off. Because I do this to line up, and I want it to stay lined up. Okay. Ren and Stimpy Ren and Stimpy is more disgusting than that weird mouse and cat from The Simpsons. Oh, I was not expecting... Does it follow me? It does. But you do get the boxes. You have one dynamite and one rocket. It was unhinged, yeah. What about that one where there is like this animal which is a dog and a cat that share the same body? I don't think I've ever watched that one. There is still lettuce and there is an elastic. Oh, because those trees you put the elastic and then you slingshot the sheep. That's amazing. Cat dog. Is it called cat dog because that's like the most dumb appropriate name for that? Find out how to make this pile of rocks explode. You just... I was gonna say you just put the dynamite there, but... But you have to put the dynamite there and then push the elevator up. I don't know if I have time for that. Okay, all of this is confused. We got some lettuce here. Well, I can use the sheep for the buttons, I suppose. Ralph has more luck with Acme implements. And also Ralph and Sam have a good relationship outside of work. It's just a job. Hey Sam, hey Ralph. Wait, do you literally want me to grab it and hide back? Can I do that? Where does he hide the sheep? Yeah, that's okay, I probably put the lettuce down then. How much lettuce? I have 5. Not in his area. In his area. Not in his area. So let me put them on down here. Okay, will you go automatically to the next one? You will. Thank you. Outstanding game. Maybe I shouldn't have put them so close to the rocks because the ship is pushing me a bit, but Okay, the ship does stay there, right? Yes. And then... No, 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 no. Fuck you, dog. Fuck you, dog. Fuck you, dog. Jesus, I messed up right at the end. We're fine. We're fine. False alarm. There we go. Like this music? People have enjoyed the music, yes. But... Ah. Can I put one of these on the... Okay, is that good enough? Oh, he's not seeing it too far. Okay, if I do that then. That is not too far. Oh, there is one behind him. Okay. Okay, and if he eat that one, does he push the button? No. Yeah, fuck you and your lettuce. Okay, that did work. So that's the elastic. Oh, what? Get elastic and jump on the seesaw to start your training. I hope I don't miss this jump. Okay, I didn't. By using the rubber band on this tree, you can open the gate. Don't forget that you can use certain objects while clinging to the elastic. Tree? What tree? This one? Wait, what? Camera! Help, camera! That's so interesting. But the gate doesn't stay open though. It is lettuce, yes. Frigidaire is making fridges there as well as ovens. Okay, all is good in the world. I mean, I can't put the... Okay, hang on, I don't get it. By using the rubber band in this tree, you can open the gate. Don't forget that you can use certain objects while cleaning certain objects. I only have a dynamite. I don't want to use the dynamite. I can put the ship there, but if I put the ship there, How would I go up? I can't even turn the camera. Like I can't get up there and then I can't move back here. If I use the sheep for this button. Right, because over there it's reasonable. Like you put a rubber band on that tree, you drop down, you put the dynamite, you go back up and you push the button. That works. But this one I don't get. Unless we're missing an object. No, it's the rocket and the lettuce. The rocket is to come here. You can't put lettuce on top of a button, I don't think. Even if you could. Unless... okay, I think I know what the game wants. Sort of. Thing is, I don't know how to get up there. Because what I can do is this, like, take the ship. Okay, set the ship down. Okay, and I want to put... And I want to put lettuce up there and make the ship walk into that. But how do I get up there without help from the sheep? Dynamite the button. If I use the dynamite like that, I'm gonna have trouble later to get another piece of dynamite. Should I have... I can... I can put the lettuce, like do the whole song and dance, put the lettuce up there, go around, then push the ship, but then the ship will be up there and then what do I do? I mean, I can't get the ship up there anyway. So that's a wash. No, you can't jump with a ship. Jump button. You can, but... And I can like place the ship here. And then maybe later jump down. And maybe the rocket will send both of us. But why would I want the ship up there anyway? I want the ship on this button for that gate. But I don't know how to get up there. Man, this is so difficult. Hang on. If I put this ship here... If I put a lettuce here... The ship does not come to the lettuce. But I can put a lettuce here. Okay, I think this is what I do. Hang on. Assuming the ship steps on that button, it does. Okay. Okay, I think I know. So now I use the... That's a lot of planning required. And then I have to drop this here. And by doing that, the ship goes there, and then it sees the other one. And then it steps on the button for me? Holy fuck! Puzzles for a Looney mind. Yeah, holy crap, this is a lot. Okay, I need to take this off. Okay. Okay. Jesus. Now, from here, that goes down. You thought yesterday was Sunday, keep thinking tomorrow is Friday. That's a very good week you have going there, my friend. Let me know if you can get that working, can get that running. I would enjoy that very much. Okay, so the idea is that I have to drop here, put the dynamite, and then come back here before the dynamite explodes and step on the button so that thing goes up. I have only one chance. Okay, that was a bit close, but I did it. Can you please go there, maybe? Does that one stay pressed? Okay, this is the one button that stays pressed. Okay, and what is that? What did I just do? I opened that. What's that for? Man, that indicator on the top right works so freaking well. I'm amazed. What? There's nothing here! Ralph is struggling with the rubber band. Yeah. Okay, we got the sheep. We got that thing open. I do have to... I still think it's the slingshot here, but I want to know what that thing back there is. Oh, I know. Hang on, I know. Can I do the slingshot thing that I thought of before? You just put this here, pull here, and here. You can... This game is amazing. Because it's not obvious, it doesn't tell you, but it's still reasonable enough that you think about it. I could take the ship now. Oh, let me go. I'm gonna take the ship now. I don't think it's going to land on the thing. I don't want to end the stage. Wait, no, I don't want to be on this side. Can you? Very good. And I'll bring myself over. Wait. Okay, how do I use it on myself though? Oh, you just keep pushing. Okay. And now we order one of these. Wait, can't we? No, we can order more. Oh, they're already there. Don't have to order them again. Okay. And then finally we use it. And then we go there. Oh, and there's a whole thing, so I need to speed up before time runs out. The fuel runs out. And all of this, like, it's like half the stage is not required, it's just for this. I'm not 100%ing it, but I'm having fun. So for now, this will be a thing we're doing. Just because I'm enjoying the game. Sam just ignored. What did you want Sam to do? Seriously. I think you're expecting too much from the poor guy. If I'm him and a fucking rocket flies overhead, I'm like, I'm not paid for that. That's someone else's problem. There we go. Good game, good times. You do need to get up there for the rubber band, but once you get the rubber band, you can end the stage. All that other dynamite stuff was optional. Didn't for ruffle an eyebrow. Maybe he did. How would you know? His hair is covering his eyebrows. He probably did ruffle both eyebrows. Yeah, go to sheep jail. His hair would move slightly, would it?
Well done! Our contestant is stupendous!
Alright, give me just a second. I need to grab a coat. It's getting freaking cold. Temperature here is just varying wildly. It's finally getting chilly in there for you. I'm happy for you, man. People deserve chilly times. I freaking hate the summer. I mean, this summer, I'm optimistic that this next summer is not going to be as horrible for me because I have 80 pounds less of a blanket, of a fat blanket on top of me. Hang on, actually, let me do some math. How many? No, that 88 pounds. 88 pounds, chat. That's a lot of fat blanket to not have on the summer. Your armor blazed arrived in the mail yesterday. Awesome. I actually, for the very first time this week, I ordered shoes online. I hope they fit. I had to put on sweatpants rather than shorts. I'm still wearing shorts. I mean, it depends. Like, this week has been wild. Some days too cold, some days quite warm. I've always felt less cold in my legs, so I am actually wearing shorts and a coat. So it's like, it makes no sense. There are some streamers that stream like this with their knees showing up. Like, because they're permanently comfortable like this. So weird. Still in a tank top. Yeah, alright. Alright. Video games. Congratulations on losing 88 pounds. Thanks. Appreciate it. It was a lot of effort. It still is. Because I'm not done. Like, this Sunday I ate a lot and my mom was all happy. Oh good, he's eating normally. And internally I'm like, fuck off. I'm going back to my diet. Don't get your hopes up. I still have to drop math. 9 pounds. I still want to drop 9 pounds. Because I don't want to be... Oh, there's more. Oh, it goes on after the... Okay. Of course, I mean, there are 15 stages. I just didn't know where it was gonna go to. I mean, on some scales... On some... Depending on who you ask, I am at my ideal weight. I don't need to lose any more, but I want to be slightly skinny. That's a personal preference. You watch a streamer that sees like that sometimes. Yeah, there is this Brazilian streamer, I don't know if he's still around. Chagoch used to stream on the retro section. He would always be sitting... I think he had emotes that were literally his knees. Oh. Really? I like how the thing shows you something that you're gonna need to do. That's so fancy. Nothing wrong with wanting to be at that skinny. Yeah. I know my healthy weight range. And I'm not getting anywhere close to the extreme. I'm gonna be like 12 pounds over the lower end of where healthy is, so don't worry. I'm not doing that dumb, but I want to be at that skinny. Yes, I also want to have some leeway when I eat a bit much. I don't want to. Oh, I'm immediately fat, which happened when I did my hair thing that week. I gained 13 pounds, and I did get a belly back. And it was horrible. We felt worse than looking at my head shaves. The blueprints are amazing, yes. Just as long as it's not unhealthy. Yeah, don't worry. I'm being careful with that. And I'm still not exercising until I'm done with the diet. I don't want to stress my body too much. How's the hairline faring? So here's how it works. The hair that gets pulled out and reinserted, the follicles, they go latent. Like, every hair follicle has a cycle where it goes latent for a while. And when it goes latent, the hair falls out. You have no hair on that follicle for a while, then it grows back. Right, that's a normal cycle for everyone. But, you know, not every hair at the same time, so you don't go bald every few months. But when you do the transplant, it resets the follicles, so they all go latent at the same time. So over the next month, all the hair that moved is going to go away. So I'm gonna be slightly worse than before. Yours just ran away. I know the feeling, friend. I really do. So for the next month, everything that got moved is gonna fall out. Right, so back here it's going to fill out just fine. It's mostly covered, so it's gonna be fine. Over here it's still red, and because the hair has been shaved, you can see the red, which is why I'm wearing this. Like, I'm not ashamed of what I did in any way whatsoever. I'm keeping it hidden because it looks a bit grisly, I think, because of the redness. And it's looking bare, so you can't really tell how the hairline is gonna look like until several months in. Man, the water looks so good. Fallout Hair Edition, yeah. What do you call a bunch of rabbits jumping backwards? A receding hairline. Man, so many animations that they didn't have to make. I appreciate it.
Ta-da! 'Tis I, the enchanting forest elf. I can play spellbinding music on my magic flute. Just listen to that sweet melody.
The eyes. These animations.
Say, if you want to hypnotize a character just like I did, you too can play this song with a magic flute. But you'd better check the Magic Flute Guide to find out which characters you can hypnotize.
Okay, Magic Flute is over there, and if you look at the guide, by playing next to someone, you can hypnotize them and they'll follow you anywhere. You can hypnotize Sam. Wait, that's it? The list of characters is just Sam? If the fan moves air around, the fan spreads smells around, the fan can propel a small boat. Okay. You think yours has migrated to parts of your face that didn't have before. Very large list in your ears. Man! I hate having hair on my ears. Like, I'll keep being like, fuck, and then you try to grab it and yank it and it doesn't go, and fuck this. It's so weird. Why would you want to have a... Man, hair is bullshit. Can we agree that hair is bullshit? Hair is bullshit. As a general concept. Man, this game looks so fucking good! Oh look, it's the bowl. The bowl. You have hair on the side of your ears now. One on each ear? Are they like small hairs? Or are you using them for warmth? How does that work? Careful, let sleeping balls lie. Well, the hair on your head went away and doubled everywhere else. Life is unfair, yeah. Yeah. It fucking sucks. Man, you can hear the flute. It's part of the song. And it's not easy to add a flute to this kind of music. Several on top of both ears, so like a stack of hairs. Are they frolicking? Oh, so it's not just stealth. You have to... be in the lead? Porno music. Come on. Just because you like a band called Sex Pistols doesn't mean everything has to do with sex and porn. I'm sorry. I should stop doing that. Wow. Hairy guy everywhere but your head. We have this, okay. There is this very old song that is like supposed to be kind of a love song. Tell me this doesn't sound like 70s porno music. I wasn't watching porno back in the 70s, so I can't help you with that. It was a bit early for me. So we have this old love song, like, where it went like... What is that worth for if you're not here? Like, so I badly translated, but what's the point of all that if you're not here? And then I remember vividly this one comedian using that song. He was bald and he was like, what is the point of all this if you're not here? But singing, it was, I don't know, man, it was so amusing as a kid. How to swim? Oh, you do actually swim. Man, the controls in this game are a bit... They work, the bindings are just weird. The animations. Is he pinching his nose? I know he's looking. This reminds me. This song reminds me a little bit of the Blues Brothers. It's probably the harmonica. Snap. I got caught up on the plants. Ow. Close. Can you? Where is... Okay, the double jump is not working. Is there better... Okay, maybe I can land on this. Okay, there we go. There, fine. You have... Rudder feet is a good touch. It's amazing, yes. You have accepted it and you're comfortable. Get it from your grandpa, your legs the same way. Not leg, uncle. Yeah, I'll figure out the meaning in my head someday of all of that. No, but like I said, the correct course of action, if you're watching this live or in YouTube later, and you're a young fella and you started balding, the proper way to deal with it is accept it and shave it, because a bald look is better than a balding look. And I have friends that have shaved their heads and they're fine. And it's fine, just own up to it and it's fine, no one cares. Be happy. I wish I could. My head does not accept it. So after 20 years of struggling, I have decided to do something about it. And I don't recommend it. I would never recommend a aesthetic procedure, an optional elective thing to anyone. I don't think it's ethical or correct to recommend it. If you need it, you know you need it. That's my take on it. Because, like, the procedure is pure torture for 10 hours. First 10 days of recovery are a fucking nightmare, and then it takes 10-11 months for you to see the results. And like any medical procedure, it carries its own risks. So no, don't... I don't like when people are like, no, it's fine, you can do a facelift. I went in there, it was like just 15 minutes, just tugged on it, it's fine. No, man. Don't incite in people a need to have something that most of the time that is utterly unnecessary, unless it affects your mental health in any way. Then you know you need it. You don't need anyone to tell you that. That's what you do. Actually, your head actually starts to itch if you let your hair grow out. Well, you get used to it. And also, when you shave it, sometimes it can grow in weird ways. So it itches at first. So you either get used to letting it grow or you keep it shaved. Okay, there is a little fence there. There are a bunch of rocks I can hide behind. Okay. You know, the people that made this game, not only did they have good artists and animators especially, but they also knew what Looney Tunes was all about. They knew how to bring the feel of the cartoons into this. This button can be very useful. Is that the hint? I mean, I'm sure it is important, just not like that. Those are good. There is a lot of leeway there. Those are good controls. Good button, yes. What you have in your head grows in weird ways as is. Yeah. I'm watching my hair grow from scratch. Because my entire head got shaved. It's actually like, even though I can still see my scalp, at the same time it's already, part of it's already covering my ear. It's so weird that it grew that much, but not quite. I don't know. There we go. Stop, 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 stop. That's fine. Okay, so I obviously need this. You know, I have a... I was thinking maybe I pull him here and drop the rock on him, but... No. We don't have any lettuce or anything else on this stage. Oh, there is this, the flute, but the flute was behind the bowl. I wonder. It even shows on the map the button and the rock that gets activated by it. Like the lamp session feel of the music. You like the lamp session. What? Are you allowed more than... Jamb. Oh, the jamb. Got it. Are you allowed 2 Frigidaires on the same sentence? So I put I understand that I need to put a sheep there. Problem is... I need a flute. I didn't grab the flute. I'll have to go back and try to figure that out. And those propeller feet only work like this because of the low poly nature of the PS1. On a modern system, they would have to be fancier to make that animation work. Here they just do whatever with the polygons, like no one cares. Okay, I want to get the flute. How do? I don't get it. Shall do your best not to exceed 2, you bet. Okay, maybe I just rush there. I don't know if that's intended, but oh, the flute is there, but I didn't see it in time. You don't want to be completely unintelligible. Just slightly unintelligible, yes. Gotta pace yourself. I have to order it again. Ah, shit.
Now, why is the frog green? Because he eats peanut butter.
I still don't know that one. I still don't understand it. Okay, I don't think that's how you do it, but I got it. P? Nut butter? Is that it? Thank you so much, because it has been bugging me for a year? That's how long ago I played Mr. Bones, but... Really? Okay, did I get the flute? Actually, I didn't get the flute. I died before I got it. No, that's the best guess anyone has given so far on that joke. I'll take it as gospel. I want to let him lie asleep. What's the most common owl in the kitchen? I might have heard that one. The bowl? The... Is that the one? The Tito. What is a Tito? Got it. Fuck you, bull. I really don't think that's the intended way. Tea towel. Ah. Okay. I give that joke an okay, I guess. Oh, the secret. Oh, I was gonna miss it. I'm not 100% in this game. How dare the game keep having me find the secrets? I always remember freaking Meat What. Yeah, I get it. It's not funny, but I get it. I should make an alert out of that. Hang on, let me write that down. What? Not funny, but I get it. Alert. And there was another one that I mentioned. Ah, yes. And yeah, there's so much stuff I need time to do for the stream. Nerf, that's one of those, yes. Nerf! For now, you get me saying Nerf. And for a game that's not focused on the platformer, this works on... It's not focused on platformer, this works way better than a lot of the dedicated platformers we've played. Even the swimming works better in a lot of ways because it's simple. You just point, one button for going up, one point for going down. That whole like Mario-like turn around tank controls and then press to go forward. It's functional, but it's not good. You what? I don't know what you. Yes. I like how the music is like the flute is a track. It's a track, an added instrument, so it matches with the rest of the... That's an upside down exclamation mark, okay. Is it? Oh shit, it is! I think I know how to type those. Do I? I used to, but then I installed WinCompose. Now I don't know how to type them anymore. Yeah, I don't know how to type them anymore. I don't need them. Yeah, I'm using compose keys. I don't know the compose combination for that. It said Sam could be hypnotized. Yeah, for me it used to be right alt and like question mark or exclamation. But now right alt is set up for compose, so I need to learn the compose combination for that, and I don't use it, so I don't have no reason to. Like... By playing next to someone, you can hypnotize them and they'll follow you anywhere. You can hypnotize Sam. So I have to be next to them when I play it. Oh, maybe I get to that rock that is closest to him. Okay. Okay, I need the bush. Okay. The game is very clever in what it expects you to do. And also infinite lives, and you can just keep trying, you don't lose progress. So for now, it's fine. Like, the stages can go on a little bit if you mess up too much. As you figure it out. Oh! Yeah, I should go away on the other side. Drop out there and then come back. I tried to get out there to save time and made me waste time instead. Just learned a lot about your keyboard. Did you know that some people make their own keyboards? It's like a whole hobby thing where they buy the different parts. I considered doing that for a bit, but too expensive. Instead, I got one that is hot pluggable. And the switches that came with it, some of them started failing. I noticed that when I was streaming Hades 2, the Brazilian first-person shooter, not the new one. They ripped off the first-person shooter. And I couldn't backtrack properly because the key kept failing. And then I started noticing other keys that also failed. And then I decided, you know what, I didn't like the switches that came with this anyway, so I just spent like 10 bucks to buy a bag of white switches, and they're glorious. 50 euros, what a bunch of nerds, yeah. Like, you know those, they like those keyboards that are like very small, and all the keys are scrunched together. And I think those are so charming and cool looking, and I would like to use one of those. But I'm left-handed, I need my arrow keys and my numpad. So I can't use one of those keyboards, unfortunately. Kinda like building your own computer like your dad used to. I know how to build a computer. But it's so stressful. I'm gonna mess up, so I just don't. Ah, shit.
Thank you.
Pineapple Retro, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Appreciate you bringing your community over. Welcome everyone from Pineapple Retro's channel. I'm Culprit, I stream from Sundays to Fridays, and we have been doing a Looney Tunes retrospective for the last 4.5 months. 103 games of pure lunacy. Some of which has been horrible. This one is probably the best one. This one is very good, it looks good, it sounds good, it's clever design, amazing art direction, really good stuff. Sheep Raider from 2001. But yeah, welcome in, my friend, what were you doing? Oh, Dreamcast, we played Space Race on the Dreamcast. It wasn't good. It looked very good, but it wasn't good. I'm not familiar with making X though. What is that? Did you have fun with it? I hope you did. Welcoming. Back in the welcoming. Pocket Cuckoos. And Pineapple Retro welcoming Lucas and everyone. You heard a lot about this one. How are you liking it so far? It's either first or second on my ranking on all the games we have played so far. I still haven't decided if it is better than Lost in Time Busters, not Lost in Time. It's very good. It's very clever and it looks good. The animations, like, because you don't have a lot of pixels, but you can tell the animations are very exaggerated to compensate for that. Space Race was pretty fun. Did you play it with friends? Because I played it alone and it was... Looney Tunes Racing is way better. Way better. Despite looking worse because it's a PS1 game. I wasn't a fan of Space Race. Like, all the stages felt like the same. And there was way too much rubber banding. Like, the race didn't... The maze didn't matter until the last 10 seconds. And he didn't have like a championship or anything. Like with points. At least like, you know, basic Mario Kart stuff either. So I wasn't a fan of it. You played some friends but thought it was okay, Kart Racer. Well, I think that game might be very good with friends. As a single player thing, it was... I only know different tastes. A lot of people like Space Race, so not alone in that. Icon X is a first-person hack and slash from... Ooh! Level design is confusing at times, I can get that. Fascinating! How did I never How did I never hear of that? Is it only for the Dreamcast? Good stuff. Yeah, it sounds... Wacky Races. Yeah, I saw that game existed. I might look into that later. Right now, we want to see if we can finish this retrospective before December rolls around. Okay, so here I pull this and then I play it. I'm close, I'm close. Do I need to get closer? Very tough. Like, yeah, a lot of Atlas games are tough. I don't mind a challenge if it is fair.
Who are you and how did you get in here?
I'm the locksmith. And I'm the locksmith.
Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the free emotes. Welcome in, my friend. We have played some very hard games. I have played some Atlas games on stream. Namely...
What did one wall say to the other wall? Meet you at the corner.
That one is cute. We're like 1 million games out of 1.5 million games. Well, proportionally speaking, yes. That sounds about right. Okay. I'm behind him, right? It's safe here, right? It is. I can drop from stealth. I can. Okay, now I bring him to the rock. Man, the animation of it. These animations, man, look at them. Does he move faster? He does. Okay, it's fine. Mr. Bone, super hard game you played. Yeah, I beat that during Spooktober last year. It's very fun, man. That game is amazing. I didn't play that on actual hardware at the time. Or did I? No, I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. There we go. Okay, drop the flute. Grab a sheep. No, 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 no. Unfair, unfair, unfair. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, okay. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Fine, fine. We're fine. Yeah, Mr. Bones, I didn't play on actual hardware. I didn't have the capture gear for it yet. Yeah, the first Saturn game I captured was Police Knots. Very fun game. Surely will end someday. Surely, yes. Don't call me Shirley. Do I have to direct? I might have, yes. But I don't think anything bad happens if I hit the walls. Nope, nope, nope. Turning sounds the same as In Pursuit is a good touch. It is! This game is full of little good touches. Okay, pull it away. Grab the sheep. The boat jiggles a little bit. Okay, now here is where it gets tricky. I still don't know how to deal with the goddamn bowl. And I have to take it there. It doesn't. It only says you can hypnotize Sam. Yeah, I can't hypnotize the bull. Do I just dodge it? Yeah, it almost any progress. Imagine, and that's a very, very easy way to fuck up the game, and it's something I was worried about at the start. I'm glad it wasn't the case. If, okay, I got killed by the bull, you reset the stage from the beginning. You have to grab all the items again and do everything. That's how most of the games we've played actually go, and it would have ruined this. But instead I can experiment and see what works and what doesn't. At my pace. As much as I want. There we go. You just ignore the bull. Okay, they get wrecked. You play the PSX version, do you know there was another? I believe the Saturn version is the better one. I don't remember why, but it's supposed to be like the main version. I think it's less censored than the PS1 version. As machine doesn't seem to have lives. Yeah, that too! We can experiment and try things and see what works and understand the mechanics, because the game has a truckload of mechanics that you learn by experimenting. Some definitely will teach you, but most of them you have to experiment with. Yeah, if you want to play Police Knots, if you played Snatcher and you thought it was awesome, you should play Police Knots. Strongly recommend the Saturn version with the fan translation.
And one more victory!
Fan translation is perfect, we had no issues with it, and it ran on actual hardware with 0 issues at all. Including the CD switching. It's less censored than the PSX Cyclops. Yeah, the Cyclops on the PS1 is very censored, yes. Since you play Snatcher and ST Snatcher on MSX. Snatcher is amazing. And this Snatcher is the version that has the extra chapter. That's the one on the Sega CD, I think. I do think the Sega CD version is very competent. There's very little censoring in it. So the first very shocking scene, and no spoilers, don't worry. The very first shocking scene, just what the fuck, because it's not censored. Very good game. Alright. Right, good progress. We played, what, 4 stages? You start with 7... No, we played... Yeah. 1 tutorial plus 4 full stages. Good stuff. Very good progress. This is gonna be 3 or 4 streams total, I feel. The stages could get longer. For now, the game is taking reasonable. I hope it remains reasonable, because there is a challenge. That's the thing, like these games, they get very hard at some point for whatever reason. Because they want to give you challenge, and the only way to make challenge in a puzzle game is to make it unreasonable. So far, it has been challenging. Every stage we keep dying to stuff as we try to figure it out. So they don't have to make it harder. Please, devs. This can turn out to be the best game on the retrospective. Try to keep it going. Alright, with this said, I'm gonna stop the timer here. And we're gonna come back to this game tomorrow.